How's it going right there, eh? It's Denis here from Denis Loge Outdoors. Working on the gravel pit today. So this is where I was digging gravel, and I see it rained there a couple of days ago. So you can see there's probably like 2 feet of topsoil or like a sandier material, and then down below there's probably 5 feet of good hard pan, hard gravel. So now what I'm doing is I'm actually up here, and I'm cutting a ramp up on both sides. So I used to have another kind of a hole that I was digging on that side of the road, and so now I'm cutting a ramp. So I need to cut up this way a little way so I can get back in with the tractor, and then I can start cutting, and I'm going to cut sideways, crossways across the top of that hole, and then get rid of all the topsoil in that not as good material. And then what my plan is either dump it down in that hole and scoop it up, or put my dump trailer down in there and load that up. And as you can tell, this bank keeps going quite a way, so I can make several benches. There's actually quite a bit of material, like once you get this 2 to 3 feet off the top, and a lot of rocks, a lot of boulders in through here, so I've been stockpiling them. So every once in a while what I'll do is I'll grab a hold of a tree and pull it down, rip it excuse me, and that's what happened to the front of the tractor. I actually dropped a tree on it one time. So what I've been doing is I usually just throw them down, and then I push them down in through the woods, stockpile all the rocks, so if I need any rocks and boulders for doing any yard work or anything like that, or the foundations. So that's kind of like what I'm up to. It's kind of hard to explain in a video, I guess, but that's the plan. So that's what I've been doing to get my gravel. Like this one here will still keep going. This row will kind of go on an incline up this way, but as soon as I turn to the left, right in here, that's when I'll start cutting into the bank and start getting some of that material, stockpiling it. And that's usually what I like to try to do, is get a couple piles and stockpile them, and then when I need some gravel, it's all kind of ready. I was out fishing earlier this morning, and it was a little too windy out down on the lake, but as soon as you get here in the woods, the wind's died down and the bugs are getting kind of bad right now. So I might stop here in a bit and head and go do a little fishing on the lake. Yeah, so all that material right there is actually not really good. It's not bad, but it's not great for like roadways or putting on the base of the cabin or the mill base. So a lot of that stuff I kind of stockpile that and then save it, and what I've been doing is just casting it on both sides of the road to widen the road out, and just to kind of get rid of the material, and then a few spots down in there, all the top soil parts, I've been stockpiling it, kind of leave it and let it rot, and then someday if I need some topsoil, that's what that big pile is down there. So what I was doing is I started getting greedy, and then I started digging down too far. So that's why I thought, you know what, I'll get up here, cut that bench. I'm hoping someday that I'll bring my little dozer and I can just have a nice wide bench up on top, leave the dozer, and then angle the blade, and then I can just kind of start cutting 6 to 8 inches at a time and cast all that stuff over onto one side down into this hole, and then I can use the front bucket of the backhoe to scoop it up and then use it up. So also, this is the spot, just that's what I've been doing, building a little bit of a road. Eventually there's going to be a trail that heads all the way up to the top, or midway up the mountain, and that's where my food plot is, and my spring, and I got a pond up there. So eventually on that trail I'm going to have a pipe all the way down, so that's where I'll get my spring water for the cabin site. Anyhow, that's it for now. So if you could like, share, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. That's the end there, eh?